Well, hello everybody, it's Heidi with the Weathered Fence Post. Welcome back to our channel. My husband Steve and I are resellers. We've been doing this for about 10 years in the Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina area. We don't sell online only because we have full-time jobs and just can't handle that properly. But we do have two booths in this area, one at Antiques at Gresham Lake in North Raleigh and one at Collected Treasures in Garner. So you can find all these great treasures and more, many more treasures at one of those two booths. Now, I am doing like a second video to our trip down to Florida. If you didn't catch the video before, go back and watch that if you want to. It's a great video. It's dedicated fully to hunting at the Gettin Place. So I'm going to start off this video by going over a few of the items that we found there. I'm not going to go over all of them, but just a few of them I want to highlight and talk about. And then we are going to go to a Goodwill in Palm Coast, Florida, down with my sister. And then I will show you some of the things that we got there. And then we're going to go to an art festival down in Daytona Beach with my sister and my brother-in-law. And I'll show you a couple things we picked up there, and we'll wrap it all up and be done with this video. And on to the next one, because I have a great haul to show you for what I went and did today. Cannot wait to get that video out. That'll be coming out probably midweek next week sometime. Went to a local retirement community home, and they had their sale. In fact, one of the most watched videos on this channel was there last year. I think it had like 33,000 views, so it must have been pretty interesting to people. So I went back there today, found a lot of great stuff. Can't wait to show you all that. That'll be coming up later, or midweek next week. So, all right, let's take a look at some of the things, take a closer look at some of the things we got at the Gettin Place on the last video. One of the first items that I want to show you is this Humpty Dumpty bank, this Oneida Humpty Dumpty bank. It was brand new in the box, and it was from 1994. And believe it or not, inside the box was the actual receipt of when they purchased it. And they purchased it from the Oneida factory store in Smithfield, North Carolina. And the date is on there somewhere. I think it was like 98. Yeah, in 98. And they only paid $5 for this. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Got the original receipt there. And here is what he looks like. And he's just fabulous. He's like a chrome bank. And he's like brand new. He's got a little bit of like where the paper was on him. I can polish that up, but in great condition, brand new. I love the little ladybugs in the back here. I think they're kind of cute, but yeah. I was excited to find him from the 90s. The next thing I wanted to show you was this butter holder. There's a name for it. Butter well, I think they call it a butter well. I'm going to turn this off just because we're getting a little reflection there. Let's turn that off. There we go. So this is a pottery piece. It's not signed, but I was pretty excited when I found it because I had a feeling this is what it was. What you do is you put about an inch of water down in here. Make sure it's all nice and clean and sanitized, and then you put about an inch of water down here, and then you put your butter inside this and push it down, get any air out of it, and then you just stick this in there, and the water seals off the butter and keeps it from becoming rancid on your counter. So this is a nice way to store butter without having a refrigerator. Thought that was pretty cool. Definitely grab that. I don't think I showed in the video finding these little miniature crocs. I loved them. I love crocs anyway, but I just thought these were adorable. One has a rooster and one has a bird on it. And they are like the spitting image of the full-size croc that you would find like this. Kind of hard to hold these and show them to you, but I do believe possibly that these are Bakelite. Bakelite. I was cleaning them up and some color was like coming off on the magic eraser, and I did look it up and it did say that you could use magic eraser on Bakelite. So they did clean up, so I do have a feeling these are. I think there's another way to test for it. I know you can rub it, and I think it might smell like a burnt smell on it, but I definitely grabbed these. They were kind of down in a dusty little container. I did show that in the video. So nice set of 6 of these. Okay, Steve got a good laugh out of this macro fillets. but the jar is awesome. It's in great condition. It's out of Norfolk, Virginia. The lettering is all nice and bright on it, so it's a great vintage piece. Might actually look nice in a beach decor, I don't know, or any type of coastal decor. If somebody is a fisherman and likes to collect things like this, or a jar collector, I couldn't pass it up. I thought it was in great condition and a interesting conversational piece. I think you heard my excitement when I found this clock, this mid-century modern Robert Shaw Lux clock. It does have, it's really scratched up on the face, and there is a tiny crack right here on it, but otherwise it is an awesome piece. It works. It has the starburst decor on it. It has the avocado green with the black lettering. I just think somebody's going to absolutely love this piece. I was very excited to find this there. You saw in the video that I loved this. The price was up there for a thrifting store, but I mean, it was well worth it. I do believe this might be a haul piece. There is some very faint lettering on there, very hard to read, but it does look like it could be a haul piece. I did ask him if he would come down on it, and he did. So he came down to $15 from $25, and I thought that was wonderful that he was willing to deal with me on it. That way I can bring it to the booth, to the Hull Collector. This beautiful ribbed, beautiful, beautiful rose colored vase, or pitcher. It's a pitcher, but you could use it as a vase for flowers, that I just think somebody's going to absolutely love putting with their collection. So that's going to do it for the trip on the way down and the stopping at the Gettin Place. I'm not going to go over everything, like I said, just those few items. Now we're going to go to a Goodwill down in Palm Coast and see if we can find anything different that we don't usually find around here in North Carolina. Let's go. All right, Wendy says this is a new Goodwill, so we're going to go in here. We're down in Palm Coast, Florida. See if we can find us some treasures. I'm curious to see what kind of treasures we're going to find down here in Florida compared to the kind we find up in North Carolina. I'm kind of excited about this. Check that out. Don't ever get that where we're at. No. Look at this right here. On the end here, on the end cap, I was looking at this right here. This is really pretty, but it does have some missing, some of it's coming off. This is really pretty. Pretty candlesticks right there. And there's a set of them. Those would be nice, actually. Let's see how much those are. They were $10 at Tuesday mornings. What do we got over here? Yankee Candle. This is pretty. It's pretty. Here's white. That's a pretty citrine right there. I like that. Picasa. These are vintage. I believe those are vintage. They have a wooden handle. Looks like it says California. Gosh, I wish the whole set was there. It's flour and sugar. That would be a nice set. I think this is kind of neat. This is a Rival Fiesta Croquette 1-quart stoneware. cooker. It's taped shut, so I can't look at the inside. But it's from the rival company, made in the United States. Don't know what year. That's cute. Little crock pot, yeah. Just found this General Electric radio alarm clock. Has a battery backup. I'm gonna go over and check it out and see if it works. Don't know what year it's from. Let's see if it tells us. Looks like the date code's blurred out, so we'll go see if it works. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get these two. They've got the bottoms. I think I can get that cleaned up. I don't know though. Maybe not. It's 2 for $99. Okay, I was just over here testing out that clock. It works. And then I saw this over here. And I love it. It's a piece of art glass. It needs cleaning. It's awesome. I think that's awesome. I love it. So let's, oh my gosh, it's $5. Yeah, that's definite yes. Okay, that piece was actually broken, so I couldn't get it, but here's a Hager. It's $10. It's quite large. I'll step back, you can see how big it is. And space is kind of an issue on our trip back because it's supposed to rain and we're trying to fit everything inside the truck. Now this vase, this is cute. Pottery vase. I like the color on that. It's interesting. And then there's this little creamer with the heart. That's cute. Got this little vase. So just choices to make. Definitely going to grab the cedar box. It does open, it's in good condition, it smells good, so we'll definitely grab that. Still kind of bummed about that glass piece. I was really excited there for a minute. I thought we found a beautiful piece of art glass that we could use. What's this down here, a display case? Is that a display case? That is. That's a big display case. Huh. Okay, what's this? Here. Okay, so we've just found this Britannica, Encyclopedia Britannica globe. Don't know what year it's from yet. I've got to look and see if I can locate that on there. There's the legend. I love the black color of it. I think that's pretty cool. So I think we're going to get this. Let's see what the USS is. It is the Union, it is the USSR, so this might be vintage. Alright, I think we'll get it for $5.99. I'm getting the globe. It's kind of big though, but we're getting it. I basically almost ran for this because I saw the vintage awesomeness of it. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it, but unfortunately it is cracked, so I just can't, at that price I can't buy it, but I love it. I would have kept that for myself. I would have kept that for myself for my Thanksgiving table. That's so cool. This is definitely probably my favorite find from that Goodwill. Was this, how do you say it, Pogli globe, I guess you say it, but it's a Encyclopedia Britannica. I do think this is from like early 90s, I believe. I haven't checked the actual date, but because it's the USSR, I'd have to go on and look at my history when that changed from the USSR. But there's no date on it anywhere, so I'm thinking like late 80s, early 90s on this. What I really love about this is the black background. I really love that. It's very unique. Globes always do well. People love them, and in fact, when we were in line, there was a lady who kind of followed me around the store a little bit, and when I was checking out, she asked again, "Are you sure you don't want to, are you sure you want that globe?" And I said, "Yeah, I want the globe." So yes, one of my favorite finds, probably at that Goodwill. And you saw me find this GE electric alarm clock radio. I cleaned it all up, all the dust is off it. It works fine. I haven't checked the alarm. I'm sure the alarm works fine, but the radio is working fine. We tested it in the store. I am not afraid to pick up a vintage appliance like this as long as it works. People do like these. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the booth. And somebody will get to have this really cool vintage General Electric alarm clock radio. Okay, you didn't see these in the video, but these are, I believe, some type of handmade paddles from Hawaii. There were 4 of them there, and 2 of them had like decor on it that led me to believe they were from Hawaii. And these are really pointy. If anybody knows anything about the type of paddles that are used, what a pointy one would be used for like that. Maybe it's for pushing off, the point to push off, but either way, I cleaned them all up. I just think they're, you can definitely tell they're handmade by the, look at the handle. They're really cool and actually quite large. They almost look like spears, but I think they're paddles. I don't believe they're spears. This makes me think they're a paddle. See how the handle is? You would hold your hand on that, so. But anyway, I thought they were really cool. I think somebody will like these. I did pick up this beautiful wooden box. I love the design on the front. It looks really pretty on the side. And then when you open it up, the inside was really clean. And it smells, I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. It's got a beautiful cedar smell. So yeah, I definitely grabbed that. I was helping my sister check out and I saw this basket at the last minute. I really like the loop design on it. It's supposed to be for magazines, but I think this would be really good to put your vinyl records in. Nice little record holder. So definitely grab this boho piece. Not going to pass that up. Found another vintage brush. This one is trademarked Royal. And it says pure bristles on it. So for the brush collectors, this is a nice piece. I've seen people talk about, maybe you could put pictures in here or a card that you received in the mail or a postcard from a travel. You could put it on your shelf and use it as a display piece. So I like the size of this one. Okay, that's pretty much it from that Goodwill. I didn't find a lot of things. We did find some things. I was really bummed out about that art glass piece. I really wanted that, but it was completely broken off on the other end, and you couldn't see it when I was holding it up. And I didn't even see it until I really looked it over because of the way that it looped around. But anyway, we had to leave that behind. But speaking of art, we're going to go to an art festival now. My sister is an artist, and as you see this beautiful owl right back here, we're going to talk about that at the end. But she wanted to go down to the art festival down in Daytona Beach, so we went on down there. So here's a little bit of footage of that. That's a good video. We are down in Daytona Beach now. We're going to an arts festival, but there's this shop here that we've come into. This booth has 50% off. I love this hardware. Look, it looks like rosettes on it. It's just random hardware pieces. There's several in there. These are gorgeous. And then there's also this glass red tie back. There's 2 glass tie backs. They're really pretty. So they would be $7 for that, and $9, I believe $9 for this. Really pretty. Let's see what else is in here. 50% off. Uh-oh, my sister just bought this at Goodwill. I'll have to show her that. It's $8. She just got it at Goodwill yesterday, the same exact one. Oh, look at these back here. It's pretty. 28. I like the round one. This is cute. What's this? Playing card. These are cards. Oh my gosh. That's cool. These are pretty. Wendy, look. Oh my gosh. Same thing. Yep, same one. It's 50% off, so it would be $4. I don't know what you paid for it at Goodwill. $1.99. Okay. Oh, look at these gloves. Oh, they're pretty. Those are really pretty. Are you finding anything? What did you find? Some lights?
Yeah, that big one's 129. He's having to take a picture so we can see.
What is it?
Hold on to that.
Oh, that's pretty.
These are so cool. I love these lights. Yeah.
I think these are cute. They're not old, but I just think they're cute.
The dudes.
Bird Brain Folk Planter. From 2005. They're almost 20 years old.
Yeah.
But there's that guy with the mustache. And then up here is a lady with
I like that.
headdress. And another guy with a mustache back in there. They're cute.
Yeah, go out there. Okay, I'll stand up there with her. Go out there. So you can see, and then I'll let her go out there.
Video of them, I suppose.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
It's a door.
It's fantastic.
Bass string on it.
Love that moon.
Oh, I gotta see that.
I love that.
Fresh midwinter moon. We were at
Gorgeous.
Caught me with
Art, coffee, and wine. I mean, does it get any better than that, ever? This has really been an enjoyable day. Spending time with my sister and my brother-in-law and my husband down here in Daytona Beach at this art festival. You know how much I love art, just taking in all the wonderful pieces. I appreciate artists so much. This has been really nice, and it's just, look at it, it's gorgeous out. It looks like these are wood pieces. They're fantastic. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It's amazing. Beautiful. I was looking for a piece of artwork to bring home from the art festival, and this is what I decided on. I really like this owl. I'm going to add him to my outside decor. I love all the broken pieces, the mosaic. I think those are bottle caps for the eye. I thought he was adorable, so I definitely had to pick him up. I thought he was great. This was another piece of art that I bought there. I thought these were really unique. And what they are is you've heard us talk about how much we love vinyl here in this home. So Billy Joel happens to be one of my favorite artists. And what it is they'll take a vinyl record and they will cut a design in it. And so here's a picture. This is Billy Joe's silhouette, his name, and the piano keys for the Piano Man. I'm going to go ahead and frame this and put this downstairs in our little bar downstairs. So that is pretty much everything we picked up at, that I picked up at the art show, the art festival. But my sister also loaded me up with a whole bunch of items. I'm not going to go over them all, but I am going to go over these two guys. I just think they're adorable, and I'm probably going to have to keep them. Look at these guys. Are they not adorable? They're pottery. I love them. I think they're probably just going to go on my shelf. I think they're too cute to give up. As I mentioned, my sister is an artist, and this was a piece that she gave to me. This tree is a tree that she passes when she drives. I don't know the name of the street. I think it's called Palm Coast Parkway, I believe. But this is a tree that she passes quite often that she painted. And it's got some birds in it and some bling and some feathers. And it's called Tree Spirit. And she gave that to me. I purchased this one behind me because I love it. I absolutely love, love, love this owl. My sister, when she's taking art classes. I mean, she's a great artist, but if you're good at anything, you become great at it by practicing your technique and learning new techniques. And this is actually an oil painting. She had been doing acrylics mostly up until this point, and then she decided to take some art classes, and they did this oil. And I believe that everybody that was in the class painted this owl. So this isn't, it's not like it's an original, I guess, concept piece, but it's her impression on this piece. And when she was posting that she was painting this, I just fell in love with it and really wanted it really bad. So when we were down there, I asked her, how much do you want for this? And she gave me some ridiculously low price because to me it was just worth so much more than what she offered. I guess because I'm family, but at any rate, I almost cried that I was able to get this piece. I wanted it so badly. I love it. I mean, look at the eyes. Look at the headdress on him. And his heart is, she said she did that on purpose to show like the light coming out of his chest, to be his heart light. I just love him. So I'm going to find a frame for him, and I'm going to get him up in my home as soon as possible. This is my favorite piece from the entire trip. So that wraps up the Florida trip. 2 videos. And it was only a 4-day trip. It's not like we were down there for a long time, but that wraps it up. We can do a lot of damage in a few days. Like I said earlier, you can find all of these treasures and much, much more at one of our 2 booths, either Antiques at Gresham Lake in North Raleigh, North Carolina, or at Collected Treasures in Garner, North Carolina. We load up our booths every single week. We always try to find unique things. We always try to find things that people are going to love, that are going to be conversational pieces or pieces that they just enjoy looking at in their home. Keep an eye out for the next video that's coming up. Like I said, it's a good one. I do get some footage of hunting. It was a little difficult. My back's a little sore from moving that great big cabinet a few weeks back. And I was trying to drag around my bags of stuff as I was hunting and filming and everything. But I think I got a little bit of film for you on it. And we're going to go over all the pieces that I found. They were fantastic. And I'm heading back there tomorrow for the 50% off sale. So maybe I'll add some more footage on with that too. Everybody, have a great week, and we'll see you on the next video.